वेलकम एवरीवन। आज का जो सेशन है वो हम बैंक निफ्टी के लाइव ट्रेड के ऊपर लेने वाले हैं। वी आर गोइंग टू सी बैंक निफ्टी लाइव ट्रेड on a working day, and today is the Thursday. Today is the Thursday expiry of Bank Nifty, and on the Thursday the maximum volatility which is there is between 1 and 3:30, right? So which is the time where the traders enjoy the most, and it's like a thrilling journey. We'll see how the Bank Nifty call. I'm going to take a call today and see how the calls work, and show you the entire journey till the end of the market, right? So do go through this entire video. I'll be showing you a little bit details also, and if you have any other comments, please comment on what you have liked, and also what you would like more to learn about the futures and options in the market. This is Paresh Desai from Sankalp Eduventture, and let us begin with the futures and options section. Okay, so I'm going to now share the screen with you. तो ये जो स्क्रीन में आपके साथ शेयर कर रहा हूँ, this is a bank nifty chart which is on 5 minutes. Okay, तो 5 minutes में अगर हम यहाँ पर देखते हैं, the market at around, this is around 145. So at 145, if I see here, at 145 the market has given a higher low. थोड़ा टेक्निकल भी बात करते हैं क्योंकि टेक्निकल is the base for taking any futures and options trade. So over here what I see is at 145 there was a higher low and there was a like a hammer. तो इस हैमर के बाद जो ऑन दिस कैंडल व्हेन यू आर टेकिंग अ ट्रेड, आपका स्टॉप लॉस बहुत छोटा सा है क्योंकि इट इज वेरी क्लोज टू द हैमर. ओके, ऑलवेज बाय व्हेन योर स्टॉप लॉसेस आर वेरी स्मॉल. पीपल मेक अ मिस्टेक ऑफ बाइंग व्हेन द मार्केट इज ऑलरेडी गॉन हाई. जैसे अगर यहाँ पे खरीद लिया, अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, व्हाट इज गोइंग टू हैपन टू योर कैपिटल. यहाँ पे आपका कैपिटल बहुत सारा इरोड हो सकता है. तो ऐसे फ्यूचर्स ऑप्शंस में प्लीज नहीं करना, क्योंकि फ्यूचर्स ऑप्शंस इज आई बिलीव लाइक अ लाइक अ क्विक फायर. जस्ट फायर एंड देन जस्ट कम आउट. ओके, जैसे होता था ना कि शिवाजी महाराज के जो there used to be like they just used to attack and then come out. Right? So that is called as guerrilla tactics. So guerrilla tactics में आपको अटैक करना है, मार्केट के अंदर जाना है, प्रॉफिट लेना है and then come out. Right? So that is one way. Another way would also be where you stick to your trailing stop loss, और उसमें हो सकता है कि आपके प्रॉफिट बहुत ज्यादा हो सकता है, या फिर again it might come down to a very low level. So you have to decide what you want. If you think, no, I am here for like a higher profits, then you'll have to stick for a little different tactics where you want the trend. But आपको अगर मान लो छोटा सा 50%, 100% रिटर्न लेके बाहर निकलना है, then this trade is going to help you out. Okay, so I'm just telling you what are the entry points. यहाँ पर एक entry point होगा where we take a entry after this. Okay, तो यहाँ पे already एक high लिया हुआ है. There's already been a low towards in the morning. The market was up, then it came down. It is taking a support here. यहाँ पे देख रहे हैं support ले रहा है market. So यहाँ support लेने के बाद, if you see that the market has given you a doji, it's given you like a hammer, and then next candle is like this. Okay, so this is a positive Q. ये positive Q, this based on the technicals. So the technicals, I'm sure that you know the technicals. Technicals नहीं पता तो please learn the technical analysis first and then come to futures and options. Never come to futures and options without learning the technicals, because futures and options is the execution part, but उसकी जो जान है ना, that is based on the technicals, right? So technicals के हिसाब से अगर यहाँ पर if you are taking an entry, let us see what was the price here in the call. So यहाँ पर the price, the call selection जो होगा which will be around 41,250 यहाँ पर price है. तो थोड़ा सा in the money call हम ले लेंगे 41,200, right? So if I go to for a 41,200 call, let me just check for the price here, what was happening to the 41,200 call at that particular time. So I'm here on the Bank Nifty 41,200 का call. Let me just come here. Yes, can you see here 41,200 call, and at one the same candle what you found on the Bank Nifty, यहाँ पर जो call है 41,200 का, that was around, it had already come to around 137. Okay, इसका जो low था वो around 105 के आसपास था. And on this call, on this candle, someone could have entered somewhere around 140 or so. When you saw that, okay, hammer has been formed. So depending upon your risk appetite, आप यहाँ पर अराउंड 135, 140 के आसपास आप एंटर कर सकते हो. तो मान लो चलो आपने 130 के आसपास एंटर किया. If you entered at 130, then after that I'm just going of one candle each. Okay, by this time what is happening, that the price is going up थोड़ा, और there's one red candle, it has come down also. Okay, so let us check on the charts. This again I'm going back to the Bank Nifty chart. Bank Nifty पे chart पे what you see would be similar to what you see in the calls. When you are bullish about any stock, you buy a call. I suppose that is a basic stuff which you already know. If you don't know, then you can contact me and we can have some, we have sessions on futures and options ट्रेनिंग ऑल्सो। तो अगर आपको उसका भी बेनिफिट लेना है तो फ्यूचर्स एंड ऑप्शंस के हमारे जो सेशन है उसके लिए आप आ सकते हो, एंड यू कैन पुट द रिक्वेस्ट हियर एंड समवन फ्रॉम आवर टीम विल गेट बैक टू यू। सो इफ यू सी हियर द प्राइस थोड़ा सा 2 candles were down, then again it is up. Okay, so where is the last candle right now? It is here. Okay, so this is, if you see your live market chal raha hai, it is in this time, you can see the time below is 240 and today is a Thursday. Okay, wow, one more entry, superb entry, क्योंकि ये पहले का जो high है it has crossed this. So let's see where the call has gone. ठीक है, तो ये जो call है, हमने जो call लिया था around 130 rupees, right? So we see this was the time around 150 के आसपास जो call लिया था 130 140 का, वो एक it is already, it had gone to 280 जाने के बाद it had come down to 200 also. So guys, believe you understand one thing, when I said that this is like a guerrilla tactics, तो आपको enter होके तुरंत exit करना है, that is one strategy. Second would be that if you feel that yes, there could be a big move from here, then you can take that also. Okay, then the limit can be very high. Let us see, I don't know where the market is going to finish. I'm going to try to like space it out and wait till and show you what is happening and what is going to happen till 330. Okay, so 330 तक अगर मार्केट कहाँ तक गया, हम वापस आके देखेंगे कि मार्केट कहाँ पे गया हुआ है, and we'll get an idea about how the market moves in the last 2 hours on a Thursday, which is the closing day for the weekly expiry of Bank Nifty. ठीक है, तो ये बैंक निफ्टी का स्पेशल सेशन मैंने इसीलिए लिया कि काफी बार लोग मुझे पूछ रहे थे, माय स्टूडेंट्स आर आल्सो आस्किंग, पीपल आर आल्सो आस्किंग कि जो लाइव ट्रेड लेता है वो कैसे लेते हैं ऑन बैंक निफ्टी. सो आई होप यू एंजॉय दिस सेशन, and if you enjoyed it, don't forget to like this and also subscribe to it, forward to your friends. और अगर आपको ये थोड़ा लंबा लग रहा है, please save this and keep it in your in the folder, and you can watch it later on also. Okay, this is something which I'm giving you some very great value nuggets which is based on practical training. Okay, so यहाँ पर लिखते हैं what has happened now to your call. Okay, so जो call था, by the time we are talking, it had gone to 340 also. Okay, so now look at the volatility. I have to tell you that options trading is like a double-edged sword. Okay, the double-edged sword आप समझ सकते हो. Both the sides you can use. You can, I mean, you can either get hurt yourself or you can go and make a killing also, right? So here, if you see the high point was on 280, और 280 से यहाँ पर almost till 200 तक आया था. So there was a drop of almost 80 rupees. And if someone has exited here, then he has lost out on this opportunity where in this candle it has gone to 340 also. Okay, तो एक जैसे होगा, पहला स्ट्रैटेजी होगा कि आपका रिटर्न आ गया 50%, 100% रिटर्न, exit from the market and then just sit tight, then wait for another fresh opportunity. Okay, or if you got even a little more you can say appetite for profit, if you're more appetite for risk, you can also wait it out, and we'll see by the end of the market 330 where it has gone. Now it is around 243, so another 45 minutes for the market to finish, and we'll see how whether the trend changes or what happens. So here what I see is that already if you see here on the live chart, यहाँ पर एक ये resistance है, तो resistance अगर लेता है, if there is like an inverted hammer and if it comes down, then probably this would be the high for the day. But if the resistance is not taken, if it continues, who knows, it might go all the way to 41,600, 41,700 also. Okay, so let's wait till the end of this video and see. At by 3:30, I'll be with you in this video, and we'll see where this market has finished. Okay, so as we talk here, what we find is यहाँ पर 340 से लेके अभी again it is at it had gone to 280 also. Look at the volatility, 340 to 280, so almost like 60 points up and down. So don't like jump at any point of time. कहीं पर भी आपको jump नहीं करना है. Okay, only when you find the right opportunity, only when you find the reward risk ratio at least 3:1, only then go for that. Okay, जैसे यहाँ पर अगर हम entry लेते हैं and you find that this is around 150, right, 140 का was so आपका stop loss hardly was 30 rupees or something, but your target was from what, from 150 to almost like 3, so already this target is already reached. Okay, तो यहाँ से आपका ये पहला टारगेट होगा जो 330 का टारगेट ऑलरेडी आ गया है. So if you see here, it is more than what, 40 rupees here, and again 150 to 350 around 200, so this will be more than 5:1 reward risk ratio. Okay, now look at the volatility. So from 340 it has come down to 260. We'll see what happens towards the end. So I hope you're getting a good idea about how to make a selection of the call. So जो call का selection होता है उसकी भी एक टेक्निक होती है कि कौन सा स्टॉक कॉल सिलेक्ट करना, बिकॉज बहुत आउट ऑफ द मनी अगर कॉल लोगे तो बहुत the volatility will be very high. There'll be like super appreciation, and then again there'll be like a crash. Okay, so there is also, you have to be very careful about what call you buy. Okay, तो मैंने जो select किया 41,200 का call select किया हुआ है, which is a reasonably good call. And then how it works from here, it has given you a great reward risk ratio. Okay, so if you entered at a 140, it has gone to 340. So from 140 to 340, can you calculate the return on investment ROI percentage? So from 140 to 340, it makes 200 rupees. So 200 rupees on an investment of 140, that will be almost like 150%, right? So that is the type of returns you can get within a few minutes or within a few hours in an instrument like a Bank Nifty. Because Bank Nifty is something which is very volatile. It can give you like crazy returns. And that's the reason why people are attracted to this. But again, understand one thing, that this is a double-edged sword. Don't just blindly go into futures and options just because somebody told you to buy it, or just because, like, even if you don't know anything, just jump into it. Don't do that. Now, even as we see, look at this, what is happening. Okay, so from 340, it has come down to 210. So if you have not exited here when your target came, okay, already you're down by around 140 rupees. Okay, so this is the type of movement which happens in Bank Nifty. Especially today is the last day of expiry, and there is just 45 minutes to go for the market to finish. और ये लास्ट का जो वॉलेटिलिटी होता है, इट इज वर्थ ऑब्जर्विंग. एंड यू कैन ऑल्सो टेक दिस ट्रेड. अगर आपने मान लो ऐसे बहुत सारे 4-5 अगर आपने ट्रेड लिए हुए हैं और ऑब्जर्व किया हुआ है, एंड देन आफ्टर दैट मे बी यू कैन स्टार्ट टेकिंग स्मॉल ट्रेड. इसमें इन्वेस्टमेंट इज नॉट वेरी हाई. Okay, so you can start with a small one contract, and if you're confident, then you can go for higher contracts. Right, so let us see. I'm going to we'll wait till the end of this, and I'm going to show you that where the market has finished. So again, one more time, requesting you to wait till the end of this video. I hope you're learning a lot from this, even based on the technicals. Entry कहाँ पर करना है, कौन सा आपको कॉल ऑप्शन खरीदना है, कहाँ पर एंट्री है, कहाँ पर एग्जिट करना है, what is the strategy also. It is a very short and crisp video which I made, which is going to tell you a lot of things. Okay, so just concentrate on this. If you want, you can watch this again and again, because I've covered many things in this which is going to be of great value. Okay, so let us see after some time that where the market is finishing. Okay, so what we see here is that the market is now at the 41,200 का जो कॉल था वो यहाँ पर आ गया अभी 207. So we had started from 140 and it had reached almost 340. और यहाँ पर 220 का ये जो कैंडल है, यहाँ पर अगर हम देखेंगे तो 220 कैंडल ऑन बैंक निफ्टी हैड गिवन लाइक अ सिग्नल कि यहाँ पर एक टारगेट आपका अचीव हो गया. ओके, सो इफ यू सी दिस वन, the target is reached, and again the price is now coming inside this resistance. And the type of candle which is formed, it is like an inverted hammer. So inverted hammer, guys, you should know that it's a sell sign. और यहाँ पर sell sign का मतलब होता है आपका जो target है has been reached if you have gone long here. Okay, तो hammer पे आपने long गए और inverted hammer आ गया, आपका जो target achieve हो गया. Plus what is happening is that it is near a resistance. So always have to join 2+2, get some reference, get some context where you find that ये reference, अगर ये resistance के पास आ गया है, then you should understand that probably this move is over. Okay, but if you are thinking that no, it can go on for even higher also, you are most welcome. But on a normal intraday trades, it is a little difficult. Sometimes there can be like wild moves also where it could have gone even more higher. But let us see what is the market gone from there onwards. So after this, what happened was at the next candle, what was there was a candle like this. तो इसका मतलब है यहाँ पर आपका target खत्म हो गया, and all the other signals would have told you that better to exit from here for your long position. जो आपने call लिया था वो यहाँ पर आप call exit कर सकते हो. Okay, so once you have exited from this call, then what you do, probably you could have taken one more position which is on the short side. Okay, तो आज का दिन है, it's very interesting, where we are going to discuss both the long as well as short side of Bank Nifty for intraday trade. This is a Bank Nifty intraday trade special which I have started on a live market, and after the end we have seen that how the market has finished and what was the trade which you would have taken on both the long as well as the short side. So long side का हमने trade already discuss किया हुआ है, which was for 41,200 calls from right after this candle up to here where the target was reached. तो जो target था वो हमने यहाँ पर देखा था somewhere around we had seen it had started somewhere around 135, 140 entry over here, and then once it reached the target of around 330, 340, you would have exited. So again, the return was like 140 to 340. So 200 rupees, what you've discussed, is on an investment of 140, more than approximately 140 to 150% ROI in just a few 5 minutes candles. Okay, so that was a long trade. Now let us discuss how you can take a trade on the short side. तो short side जब भी आप trade लेते हो, जब भी आपको एक sell sign मिलता है, तभी आप actually put खरीद सकते हो. Okay, so if you're buying a put after getting a sell signal after this inverted hammer, then this inverted hammer, that's it, that it's the top itself becomes like a stop loss, because without stop loss don't work. Okay, stop loss वो होता है जहां पे अगर ये ट्रेड आपके ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में जाता है तो आप वहां पर एग्जिट करते हो. तो विदाउट स्टॉप लॉसेस, और समटाइम्स सम पीपल माइट कॉल इट आल्सो स्टॉप्स, डोंट वर्क, बिकॉज अगर आपका ये सिस्टम नहीं है, कोई सिस्टम नहीं है विच इज देयर ऑन इन योर इन प्लेस, then you are going to lose a lot of money. As I said, sometimes people come to me after losing a lot of money in the options, और वो options में क्यों पैसा गवाते हैं, let us see. Because जहां पर अगर wherever the greed comes in, there is always chances that the risk is high and the person can be in the losses, huge losses also. Okay, for example, someone is entering at 340. Let us see what happened towards the end of the market. यहाँ पर सिर्फ 220 है, so another 50 minutes for the market to finish. And when the market actually finish, ये call कहाँ पर गया वो हम बाद में देखेंगे. Okay, so before that I want to go to the put side. So the put side, once you got a sell signal, यहाँ पर आप put भी खरीद सकते हो. So the Bank Nifty put, if you're buying, then I would buy something like a 41,500 put. So I'm now just going to the 41,500 put and see that what happens to the 41,500 put. तो ये जो हमारा sell signal मिला है was, look at the time guys, the time was 220. So 220 का जो candle है वहां पर हमको sell sign मिला है. तो you can also trade the Bank Nifty on the short side. Okay, it is like a reversible jacket जो अंदर से denim होता है, blue बाहर से brown होता है. You can wear it both the sides. So on an intraday trade you can trade both on the long side as well as short side, but don't trade without a system. जब तक आपका system नहीं है, trade नहीं करना. जब तक आपका reward risk ratio में नहीं बैठता 3:1 at least, then don't trade. Okay, so have to have a system, then it has to fall in your risk management system also. Okay, जब तक सिस्टम सब ठीक चल रहे हैं तब तक, till that time there is nothing to worry about. Even if there are losses, which there will be sometimes, okay, take it for granted कि कभी ना कभी losses होने वाले, but these losses, don't take them as losses, take them as learning experiences which are going to teach you. Okay, because market is the biggest teacher guys. We teachers are nothing in front of the market. Market जो है ना सबसे बड़ा teacher है. It will teach you everything, right from taking a trade, right from discipline, right from patience, right from systems, everything the market is going to tell you. So market is supreme and market is everything, and it is like the most the highest authority which is there in terms of the stocks. Okay, so what we see here is now how to trade on the opposite side. So opposite side पे जब हम trade करना है, तो first of all you have to have a sell signal. Okay, तो अगर sell signal हमको मिल गया है on our intraday trade on the intraday time frame, so here I'm going to show you that how you can you could have traded a short signal and traded on the short side also. तो हम यहाँ पर 41,500 का अगर हम put देखते हैं, that 41,500 put, I'm going to the time frame when we got a sell signal. तो यहाँ पर sell signal, if you see it, we got it at 240. So 240 के बाद जो हमारा sell signal आता है, let us see where was the candle at 240. So if you see here, ये 240 का last candle है. Okay, and I'm going to show you here for a 240 last candle, it is somewhere around 70 rupees. Okay, तो 70 rupees के आसपास यहाँ पर ये candle खत्म हो गया, right? And you got again a hammer this thing on the charts. You don't have to go by the charts on this. For the technicals, for the hammers, inverted hammers, better to see the charts itself rather than seeing the option prices. Okay, so यहाँ पर एक this was the lowest price, and if you see the lowest price was somewhere around 43 rupees on this time frame. यानी 2:20 का जो candle है, इसका lowest time था price था 43 rupees. After this, what happened? As the market started falling from here, जैसे यहाँ से गिरने का start हुआ, what happened to this put? This put started increasing. So from 60 rupees, it went up to what? Around 160. Okay, then as it is falling, you see that it is gone to now 199. And then it went around 320 also. Okay, and now if you see, I'm on the candle which is at 310. So ये 310 का candle है, इसका मतलब है 310 to 315 guys. 3:15 बजे के आसपास अगर आपका ट्रेड प्रॉफिट में है तो बेटर टू एग्जिट, अगर नहीं भी है तो बेटर टू एग्जिट, बिकॉज डोंट एक्सपेक्ट मच टू हैपन ऑन एन इंट्रा डे एट 3:15 3:20, बिकॉज एनीवे इंट्राडे ट्रेड्स आपके जो है तो 3:20 यू हैव टू स्क्वायर देम ऑफ, और अगर आपका नेक्स्ट एक्सपायरी का भी है तो भी अराउंड 3:15 3:20 के आसपास better to exit from that trade. If you want to make fresh entries, that's okay, you can go ahead with the fresh entries for the next expiry, that is fine, but existing expiry आज का जो current expiry होता है, better to exit from the trade by around 3:15, maximum 3:20 anyway, you cannot carry on beyond that. So at 3:15 that the game is over and you come out of the trade. So अगर यहाँ पर एक short trade लिया हुआ है where you actually buy a Bank Nifty put, so it has gone up, if you see, from 70 rupees to 310 rupees. Okay, so 70 to 310 three times, so that makes it around again 200% return on your investment, right? So ऐसे भी trades ले सकते हो, but remember one thing, don't take any trade till the time you don't see any reason to take a trade. क्योंकि कोई भी आप ट्रेड लेते हो आपके लिए एक रीजन होना चाहिए, एक you have to have something, some study based on technicals which will tell you that yes, this is what, based on what I'm buying, this is based on what I'm selling. जैसे अगर आप घर से बाहर निकलते हो कुछ तो रीजन है, राइट, कि हाँ मुझे यहाँ जाना है, तभी आप घर से बाहर निकलते हो. एक अगर माउंटेनियर है, सोचो माउंटेन क्लाइंबिंग कर रहा है, जब भी वो एक एक स्टेप ऊपर लेता है ना, he climbs on one step, he gets a foothold, and on that basis of that foothold only he goes up, right? So that foothold itself becomes his stop loss. तो यहाँ पर क्या है, जब तक आपके पास कोई रीजन नहीं है, जब तक एक टेक्निकल रीजन नहीं है टू टेक अ ट्रेड, डोंट टेक अ ट्रेड, because there are people who take trades anywhere without any technical studies and then they fail miserably. Okay, so if you have got a proper system where you trade it on the basis of probably a reward to risk ratio of 3:1, okay, so that is fine. So you have to have a reasonably good reward to risk ratio for your trades, and also you should have a system. It said that, as I said, people fail but systems work, right? So agar aapka system hai, that system is going to work, and as a person sometimes you might fail, but you're always reminded by the system, yes, this is the system which I'm going to follow, and if you follow that, then you are going to make great profits, and even if you make losses, believe me, those losses will be much smaller. Okay, in the ratio of that 3:1 ratio which I told you when you're taking for your reward risk ratio, right? So now let us see that what happened to the 41,500 पुट, 41,500 पुट का आपने जो पुट लिया था उसका देखते हैं उसके फ्रॉम टिल वेयर डिड इट गो. Okay, so now you are on this chart of 41,500 put, and towards the end, if you see, that has expired at 3:30, around 289 or 300, right? So 41,500 ka put gave you a return from 70 75 onwards up till 300, so we have seen around 3 times, which is around 200%. And for the same thing, okay, on the charts agar hum dekhte hain, this is what has happened on the price movement. So yahan se jo price fall ho gayi thi, right? I told you that we'll be waiting till the end of this today's session till 3:30. So we are here now after the market has finished, and if you see, where did the market finish? The market finished here on the last candle. Ye last candle hai 325 ka. So yahan par ye last candle, the market is now finished, right? So यहाँ पर why it did not fall? Probably because there was some support here, और support के नीचे यहाँ पर fall नहीं हुआ है, और ये एक इंट्राडे ट्रेड का बेहतरीन एग्जांपल था जहां पर हमने लॉन्ग भी देखा था. Here we had gone for a call on the basis of this hammer where you traded from here to here. Then on the basis of the inverted hammer, we traded on the short side by buying a put of 41,500 PE Bank Nifty, and we traded from here to here. So on Bank Nifty, what we see is that on Bank Nifty, we got a move from around 75 to 300. So that is a type of returns which you can have. But guys, understand one thing, that these trades are a double-edged sword, and in double-edged sword, you can either sometimes conquer the world, also sometimes you can injure yourself. So see to it that you injure yourself less and you can conquer more. And these trades are more like a guerrilla trade where you enter into the market, get that trade, capture that zone, and then again come out, right? So that will be like on an expiry day, especially if you find there's a lot of volatility, and there is also a thrill in that trade. Okay, so जो thrill के लिए करना है तो थोड़ा आप definitely you can do this for the thrill also, and also for the earning if there is a proper system. Okay, so I always liken this to the I related it to like a Formula 1 drive. अगर आपने सिर्फ अभी गाड़ी चालू की है to learn, then probably you will drive on a small road where you cannot go beyond 20, 30, 40 kilometers, right? But the futures and options, you can trade on this with a proper practice. Without practice, don't go for the futures and options. This video was not in any way to tell you, or not an advisory that you buy this or buy that. This was this is an educational video where I'm telling that how you can make money in the calls and puts, right? So without study, one should not enter. And futures and options is like a Formula One drive where you're driving at speeds of 300 and 400. Imagine if you just got a license 2 or 3 days back, if you try to drive on a Formula One drive, Formula One race track, what's going to happen to your car? Probably it'll crash, and then it's the end of everything, right? So don't drive on the futures and options market unless you get a proper idea of how the market is. Take proper trades, get some experience, learn how the technicals work, and then work on the futures and options. It's a great opportunity to work in the futures and options. It's a fun thing also. You can enjoy, you can make a lot of money also. But again, be careful, like how you trade, you have to have a system. अगर आपका system है तो आपका जो losses है will be bare minimum, and you can always exit once that loss boundary has been crossed. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed this video. And one more thing I wanted to talk to you about was the open interest data. So let me come quickly for this one more concept. As I said, I will be sharing a lot of concepts here. यहाँ पर अगर आपने ये पूरा वीडियो देखा है, कोई चीज आपको समझी है, कोई some things were confusing, please write on the comments below what you liked, what you did not understand. And if you want to join any of our courses, you are most welcome to join on the links below, and we'll be more than happy to give you the details of how the programs work. So let us come back to the open interest data. So I wanted to show you the open interest data, a very interesting thing which you'll understand. It is little easy also on open interest data. I can talk for an entire day probably. And this is just one small observation which is very important on an open interest data. So what you see here is an NSE open interest data for Bank Nifty. Now this is after the bank. This is after I'm going to show you like how this thing has closed. Okay. So if you see here, this is at 320, right? 320 when the market closed. Where, let us see where was the maximum expiry. Okay, so if you see here at 17 on Bank Nifty, let me go to the Bank Nifty expiry and show. So on Bank Nifty, what was the maximum OI data? So we were having at 41,200 call and 41,500 put. Okay, so if you see here, the maximum OI data was somewhere around 41,000 over here, which is 41,200. My maximum OI data was for the put. And if you see here earlier, had you seen this earlier, this was somewhere around 41,000. Maximum is still here. But had you seen this around 10-15 minutes earlier, the earlier slide which was showing, it was at 41,300. So the expiry would be between 41,200 and 41,300. This is an open interest data interpretation. As there are 3 types of interpretation. One is a technical analysis. Another one is the fundamental, and one more for the options and futures. Sometimes it's only for futures and options. You can use it sometimes for the equity also. Is the open interest data. अगर आपको open interest data भी समझ में आता है तो भी आपको समझ में आएगा कि where the market is going to close or where the market is headed. Okay, so I hope you like this video and you found this interesting. If you want to watch this, please watch this again and again. Take a lot of notes. If you want to contact us, do refer and do join the groups where we are. Where it is, you'll find it in the description box below. And don't forget to subscribe this, like it also, and also share it with all your friends. Once again, thank you very much. This is Paresh Desai from Sankalp Eduventture. I hope you enjoyed this video as much I enjoyed making this and talking to you. And see you soon in the next session. Bye.